Okay, so let's unpack this one. What happens when a Super Bowl MVP trades the football field for, well, a bookshelf? Because honestly, that's not a headline I would have predicted.
Yeah.
Definitely sparked some curiosity, right?
It absolutely does. We're talking about Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl 2025 MVP, and get this, at just 26.
Yeah.
The news is he's officially an author.
Wow.
Yeah, it comes from a People article just out June 23, 2025. Pretty surprising announcement.
It really is. So our mission in this deep dive is, to explore the specifics, this new venture.
Yeah.
What's the book actually about? And what's the deeper message Jalen Hurts is hoping to get across with his storytelling? Because what's fascinating here, I think, is that intersection. Athletic skill and this clear literary purpose.
Indeed. So the book itself is titled Better Than a Touchdown. It's being published by Flamingo Books, which is an imprint of Penguin Random House, and it's got illustrations by Nenka Myers.
Okay.
Set to arrive March 10th, 2026.
Better than a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Just the title alone makes you think, okay, this isn't just about football, is it? But what's the actual story inside? The article mentions it centers on a boy, also named Jalen, big dreams, wants to join the school football team.
Right.
But then there's a twist. He finds out the team's been cut.
Ah.
So yeah, young Jalen and his friends, they have to figure out how to save it. Sounds like it's packed with challenges,
Yeah.
needing some creative problem solving.
It definitely sounds that way. And Margaret Anastos, she's the vice president and publisher at Flamingo Books. She actually shared a statement. She said that from the moment she met Jalen Hurts, it was clear he would pour his heart and soul into this book. Called it a wonderful, inspiring book, which, suggests real passion there, not always a given with celebrity authors.
That's a really great point. It makes you wonder, though, given his platform, his incredibly busy schedule, why this book? Why now? What do we know about his reasons for writing for kids specifically?
That's where it gets really interesting. Jalen Hurts himself actually talked about his hopes for it. He said, and I'm quoting him here, "I hope this book strikes a chord of resilience."
Resilience, okay.
Yeah. And he also mentioned that some of the most valuable lessons he carries now as an adult were things passed down when he was a kid. Like the importance of doing something bigger than yourself.
Ah, okay.
And if you think about Hurt's own journey, the transfers, the setbacks, the way he always seems to keep his cool and focus, it just gives that message so much authenticity. It's not just a feel-good story. It feels like it's rooted in, lived experience.
Oh, absolutely. You're so right. When you consider his whole path, the grit he's shown, and that famous tough times don't last, tough people do philosophy he has, it definitely lends a different weight to a book about resilience coming from him.
Yeah.
Like you said, this doesn't feel like just another famous person slapping their name on a book. It seems deeply aligned with who he is.
Exactly. And he's aiming to share that wisdom, with a new generation through Better Than a Touchdown. He hopes it resonates not just with children, but also, he said, teachers, mentors, and parents.
So a wider audience then.
Right. It's not just a simple story. It's meant as a vehicle for lessons.
Yeah.
Self-belief, overcoming obstacles, delivered by someone who really embodies that stuff.
And it fits perfectly with his existing work off the field, which I think is key here. The Super Bowl MVP is also the founder of the Jalen Hurts Foundation. That whole organization is about providing resources, support, positive role models for kids in Philly and, beyond.
Yeah.
So this book, it really feels like an extension of that long-standing commitment he has to young people. It's not just out of the blue.
Totally. And what's fascinating is just how seamlessly it all connects, right? His athletic identity, his personal philosophy, and now this literary project, it all kind of weaves together into this one cohesive message for youth. It's a really powerful way to use his platform for, broader impact.
So wrapping this up a bit, what a journey we've explored today. From Jalen Hurts, the Super Bowl MVP, dominating on the field, to now becoming a children's book author. His debut book, Better Than a Touchdown, illustrated by Nenka Myers, published by Flamingo Books, Penguin Random House. It's coming March 10th, 2026. And it really seems to embody those core themes of resilience,
Right.
self-belief, and that powerful idea of doing something bigger than yourself, both in the story and in Hurts' own vision for it.
And as you said, this literary venture just extends his existing commitment through the Jalen Hurts Foundation, providing those vital resources and role models. It connects right back to what he said he hopes for the book, that it resonates with kids,
Yep.
but also teachers, mentors, and parents. sharing that wisdom he's learned with a new generation. It's quite something.
For you, our listener, this deep dive really shows how powerful voices, regardless of their main field, can contribute to incredibly meaningful messages for young audiences, taking their influence way beyond their initial spotlight.
Which kind of makes you think, doesn't it? What powerful, maybe simple lessons from your own childhood, perhaps tied to experiences that seemed ordinary at the time. What wisdom might you hold that could resonate with a new generation, just waiting to be shared?